Perry!
Thank you very much, Julie. Yeah, I live off of 210, so my address is actually St. Augustine, but it's closer to Jacksonville. So it was my birthday this week on Wednesday, the 13th. Well, I turned 22, plus shipping and handling. So I missed this open mic 2 weeks ago because I was visiting New Jersey. Yeah, and I was visiting family in New Jersey. And New Jersey is like the waiting area of the United States. And I was visiting Columbus. And Columbus is like the waiting area of the United States. And Columbus is famous for its flea market. It's got this huge flea market, right? So even its landmarks have low self-esteem. Yeah, I actually did an open mic in New Jersey. I went to Princeton. And when I went up to Princeton, it was like, when I drove in, it was like straight out of The Social Network. You know, there was this big sign that said, "Welcome to Princeton." And I'm driving in, and there was this pond on the right. And there's actually people in there rowing. I mean, it was straight out of the movie. So I get to this open mic, and I expect there to be like professors and, you know, smart kids, smart students up there talking about quantum physics and calculus and dissecting brains. But you know what? They're the same jokers as the rest of us. It was no different. I was born in New Jersey, and when I was looking at colleges, I had the option to go to either Princeton or Florida State. And I picked Florida State because of the football program. I'm just kidding, I couldn't get into Princeton, I'm not a genius. But I did go to Florida State, and my first year I was a theater major. And then I switched to business because I wanted to make money. And I graduated with a degree in keg stands. So I stayed in Florida, you know, because Florida has its benefits, right? You know, we don't have an income tax in Florida, which I'm not taking advantage of because I don't have a job. And job hunting is frustrating. Excuse me. I don't know what's going on there. It's frustrating. You know, I get emailed by Lenza, which is an online job searching tool, a job that's the perfect fit. I click on the link to the job, and it takes me to a non-Lenza website where I have to sign up for the premium membership just to apply. Because nothing says join our team like pay to apply. I mean, I really miss when rejection was free. And I almost did that too. I almost signed up, you know, because I'm like, nothing says responsible adult like impulse buying unemployment. I did one time have a job interview. It was with Disney. And the interviewers, the cast members, they all acted the same. After every question, they would tilt their head and give a fake smile. So I matched their energy, because if I was going down, I was going down in character. Mr. Perry, what are some of your biggest strengths? I'm very good at reading a room. I left that interview thinking I nailed it. Maybe I'm not so good at reading a room. I'm going to switch gears here for a second. Bad drivers suck. So I drove up to New Jersey. On the way up there, I get behind this giant F-350 with the mud flaps that read, "Pass on the left and suicide on the right." You know, it was a rule. You know, it was a warning. Follow the rules or face the consequences. Sir, this is not a warning. It's a personality. So I proceeded to pass him on the right. Turns out it was more of a suggestion because I'm still here. So either he was wrong or I'm immortal. I also hate GPS. You know, I go to the store and my 10-minute trip becomes a 30-minute trip, and then on the way back, my 30-minute trip becomes a 10-minute trip, and I actually get back early. Did I mention I love GPS? I haven't always made the best decisions in my life. When I was in the 3rd grade, I wrote a paper called O.J. Simpson, American Hero. You know, it was the 80s. We had frizzy hair and jean jackets, and apparently role models. So, you know, I watched this documentary on Netflix about O.J. called American Manhunt. O.J. It brought me back to the white Bronco chase live. I'm so glad we didn't have camera phones back then, or I'd be locked up, like O.J., on a good day. You know, I also gave my dad a book for Father's Day one year from the esteemed great author, Bill Cosby. He wasn't much of a reader, so I don't think he actually read the book. But then, you know, it's Bill Cosby, you know. Ladies, watch your drinks. I don't know. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm passive aggressive. It's in my DNA. My mom was passive and my dad was aggressive. So what that means is I'm not going to confront you. I'm just going to quietly hope something very bad happens to you. It's okay. It's fine. I'll just remember this forever. Thank you very much, Evan, Scott. You've been amazing.
All right. Thank you. Woo-hoo. Scott, here.